basement of La Penta. This is WICR.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sports Vault. Jersey Joe back in action. And there was a story that I wanted to get to earlier in the week, but just didn't get around to it until now. And it is in the soccer-related world, and it's it's a little bit interesting and disappointing at the same time because for new soccer fans and for people who don't really follow the game in Europe as much, it's just a different world than from what we live in with the United States. Now, and I'm talking about specifically about racism and those type of things. Now, we are not immune to that problem. I mean, this country has faced severe problems with that throughout our history. But I think recently, the last 10 to 15 years, we really haven't seen the level of just ugly racism in our sports, especially at the pro levels. I mean, I think we've really grown up as a society, and we really don't see these types of ugly, just horrific things that we see in Europe with European football. Now, it is a beautiful game. There are so many just great moments and fans who live and breathe the right way to love this game and love everyone who participates in it. But there is a dark, ugly side to European football that is just hasn't caught up with the rest of the world, and we are still seeing it to this day in 2015. And it's amazing to me, and again, maybe I'm a little bit naive to this because I'm an American and I watch everything that we have to offer, NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, and we just don't see this type of thing. I mean, you look at Italy and you look at the videos of what Mario Balotelli went through with the fans, just with the racist chants. It's disgusting. It really is that we live in an age today with all the problems we had and everything that we advance and strive to be as civilized people, and how fans continue to live with this. I mean, look at the motto of the UEFA Champions League. No, say no to racism, respect diversity. I mean, it's a motto they have to have because of incidents, and I'll finally get to this like we had with Chelsea. Now, for people who did not see, Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain faced off in the round of 16 on Tuesday. Excellent match. I mean, the support at Parc des at PSG's arena stadium was phenomenal. The fans were so great. It was a great atmosphere. But after the game, Chelsea fans on the Paris Metro, I mean, there was a video out there where they would not allow a black man to get onto the train, chanting things of the nature of "we are racist, and that's the way we like it." Now, Chelsea came out right away and they distanced themselves as good as they could. Three men could face. They've identified three men, I believe, and they could face life bans from football after being suspended from Stamford Bridge by Chelsea. And I mean, Jose Mourinho, Chelsea's manager, he said, "I'd like to make it clear on behalf of everyone at the club, our disgust at the incident. We are appalled by what we saw." And I mean, how could you not be? I mean, because especially I think for Americans saying this, we might see this with a little bit more disgust and just be a little bit not as aware of this. But I think people who follow the game, this is nothing new because it's been a problem that we've continued to see, and it's really disheartening because the game, I mean, like Ray Hudson, it's the beautiful game, but there's just so much ugly just fan behavior and things like this. And again, I just, it's a little bit different here because we don't see this type of stuff. I'm not saying that America has been immune to this and that this still doesn't go on, but you just don't see this level of just ugly racism from fans. I mean, from fans chanting things of this nature in stadiums. I mean, you look at some of these clubs and some of the ways these supporters act. To be quite honest, I don't know how you go back to your job or how you could have people actually look at you the same way and respect you with the way that you act and you just abuse people of different races. I mean, it's disgusting. It really is. When you see a video like this, it just shows you everything that's so backwards about the game over there. Now, that's not saying it's all fans. It is clearly not. There are a lot of fans who do things the right way, and I do think that European football has started to move in the right direction. But It seems like every time you think they are, something like this happens. These fans should be banned, and I mean, the club was right. They came out and said all the right things. They have invited the man who was abused by these fans to come to Stamford Bridge, which is just a wonderful experience. It really is. I mean, let him come there and see what the true fans are like. I don't know if he will. I don't know if he was a fan at all. I think he was just a guy on his way back from work, and this thing, unfortunately, had to happen. And it's just those fans, they need to be banned for life. They represent three individuals, everything that's wrong with the game today, with the mindset and what has happened, what needs to change. And it's disheartening that in 2015 this is something that still happens, but it's something that we need to address. We need to continue to keep in the limelight because it's a beautiful game. We're seeing it increasingly grow more and more in the United States. But I think we are progressive, and that's one thing that this younger generation does more than anybody. Very much more accepting about all types of things and all lifestyles. This generation in America, very accepting, much more open to new ideas and things like that. And I think that's good. That's what we need to have because you don't innovate. You don't innovate in all forms of life unless you're open-minded about things and unless you're ready for new technology, new ways of thinking. And I'm glad that this new generation is so willing to accept new ideas and really question preconceived notions about things. But as soccer grows, that could be a thing that potentially turns people off because with that progressive culture, with that with not accepting preconceived notions and really wanting equality and acceptance about all things, this is something that people will be turned off about. It is certainly not reflective of all organizations, of all of world football, but it's a problem that we need to continue to fight. We need to continue to have discussions about, and I know that we will. And just wanted to give a little talk on that. It is a wonderful time, though, for world football with these ugly incidents aside because the UEFA Champions League is just out of this world interesting. It's like having a World Cup with all the European nations, all the best clubs. The excitement you get from these matches is just unparalleled to anything else. Just watching the intensity, how much this means to these fans, the players, the emotion from the game. You can't describe what it means, and I've had a lot of discussions about people. If you're trying to sell somebody about soccer and you wanted them to watch one match to show them why the game is so good and why they should watch, I think Tuesday, the 23rd, is going to be, the 24th is everything that you will want to see. FC Barcelona against Manchester City in the UEFA Champions League. Now, I can't begin to describe how excited I am for this match. There's so much star power on the field that I think it's going to be pouring out of the stadium. You have Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, Neymar, Iniesta, so many star-studded players on FC Barcelona, and they're guys who play the game so exciting. I mean, there's so much flash to their game. Just the other weekend, Luis Suarez, this bicycle kick, just out of this world. The way Messi makes passes with precision, it's magisterial. It is incredible. You can't find this kind of football anywhere else. It's so flashy, so fast, so much fun. If you're going to watch anybody, you watch Lionel Messi, the best player in the world. But they're taking on Manchester City again. The talent is ridiculous. You have Sergio Aguero, Vincent Kompany, I can't even continue to go on with how many talented players they have. Yaya Toure is back. Wilfred Bony, their recently acquired guy, is back. There's going to be so much talent on this field. Everybody is, the midfields for both of these teams, what a battle it will be, but I think you look at the intensity you will see and just the high quality of play we will see from this match, you will be hooked immediately because the one way you hook people in anything is with star power. You've got to be interesting. Being interesting is what attracts attention in all forms of life. this match is certainly interesting. I would show anybody I could this match. I would just turn it on for a little while, and if they weren't hooked on from there, I would be very surprised because it is going to be out of this world interesting. I cannot wait. Unfortunately, I will be preoccupied during the match, so I will avoid all human contact I can. I will avoid social media in any way that I can. I will basically, you won't even know where I am because when I get home, I will have it DVR'd and I will just sit there and enjoy the beautiful sights and sounds and high quality of play that we are going to get. But that will do that for this segment. Big Shot Rob should be joining me soon. Talk a little NBA, talk his favorite baseball, fantasy baseball. A lot of good stuff coming up, so stay with us, and we will be right back.